Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw. Some of you may have noticed that I'm actually in one of the first spots I ever used for reviews back in 2012 when I actually stood up and did my reviews. Back in my very low quality videos that I uploaded back in 2012, and I decided to be in the spot for this announcement because, this is kind of a place where I kind of built the channel on, and kind of a place where I started to really get my opinion out there and people started to notice me, and I felt like this is the spot to announce this. Not currently at this moment as this video goes up, but it will be happening a little bit down the road, is I'm quitting. And this is not because of YouTube stuff or, stuff involved with YouTube, anything with the word YouTube involved in it. This is simply because it's time for me to stop. However, I'm not going to stop until the Iron Maiden discography is done. My last Q&A is done, which of course I'll be announcing that later as the final Q&A. And of course my very last video, which will be a goodbye video to all of you out there, fans of me and other reviewers that I have grown to like and respect, through this whole YouTube process and YouTube world. And so basically I wanted to tell you guys why, and at least and what to expect from me in my final videos as we get down to the point. The reason why is simply because I'm burnt out of doing it, and it's something to where when I question daily whether I want to continue or not, then I know that I maybe need to start thinking, how much longer do I really want to do this? And like I said, it has nothing to do with YouTube. And back when I first started this channel, back in 2009, I was in a completely different, mindset then. But then, even when I got to 2012, and I started to, sit down near the computer over there, then I came over to here and was the only scenarios, and now, all this stuff on this wall, and, being that guy, it was a very different time because I was in college, and, I worked part-time. I didn't work full-time like I do now, and I'm not currently in school at the current moment. Buck is taking a little break. But however, at the time when I got into making full-time videos, dedicating a lot of time to making content in 2012 and 2013, and even, before the summer 2014, I had a lot of free time. But now that I'm working full-time, the free time that I do have, I really don't want to spend it doing this because I'm feeling so burnt out from doing it. And it just feels like to me that, when it gets to a point where I feel like that I have nothing really more to give, then I shouldn't stay around and just keep putting out content, because I feel like that, I have to, because the YouTube channel, I'm in a different place now. And it's not because I don't like music anymore. I still love music. I listen to music daily as I usually do, but, it's not the same for me anymore. It's not fun like it was. It just feels like a second job, and sometimes when that happens, you shouldn't be doing it anymore. For me, it's a combination of all those things. I got this full-time job. I have to start focusing on my actual, as I use this wall like I did back in the day, I have to start thinking long-term and start thinking about the future rather than what's my next video going to be? I need to focus more on that kind of stuff. I'm saving up for a car. I have to start doing adult things, and YouTube is literally on the back burner. And the fact that I'm making this video at 1 in the morning should tell you that, the time I do have, I don't want to spend it doing this. It was fun, but now when I have so much time, if I'm not truly happy with it, I'm going to cut it out. But anyways, so what to expect from my final videos as we wind down. Of course, number one, the Iron Maiden discography is still happening. It's going to finish. I'm going to finish it. And even if they put out another record after I'm done with the Final Frontier, I'm not going to come back and do it. No, that's not going to happen. But Iron Maiden, going to get through the Final Frontier, going to get through the rest of the discography, because I don't want to just cut it off and say, no, forget you guys. No, forget you guys. I'm not doing it. No, that's not fair. So I'm going to do that. And of course, any new albums that I do want to talk about. So that may prolong me to stay a little bit longer depending on how much new material comes out. But once the Final Frontier is done, that's when I'm going to start getting down to the wire. And then, you know, basically doing all that. Of course, a final Q&A, which will happen, which, you know, which will be the final one to where you guys can ask me basically anything you want when we get to that point, which will be later on down the road. And of course, the final video, which is basically bye. So that's going to have to happen too. So essentially, from now until the final Q&A and the last video, you're going to be seeing Iron Maiden and new album reviews, and maybe an album I do want to talk about before I leave, because I don't want to leave and then start thinking, oh, well, yeah, maybe I'll come back in a few months and do one more video. That's not going to happen. Because once I'm done, I'm done. You know, that's the way I see it. And I do, even though I'm going to make a final video thanking you guys, I do want to say thank you very much for watching my content, supporting me through the good and bad times, and being awesome fans. Of course, I'll go into more extensive detail once the final video and once we're getting down to the wire and, you know, you guys are asking me questions in the Q&A. I can just give my opinions and thoughts on you guys, the names I recognize. So that's it, you know, that's the announcement. I know some of you viewers and probably reviewers are rejoicing. Yes, Chainsaw's quitting. Thank God, he's a shitty reviewer. Cool. I don't really care. You know, it's just the announcement. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys with the next video, which will probably be Iron Maiden Virtual 11. So thank you guys for watching. See ya.